Welcome to my channel once again. Today I will be taking you through how I started celery from seed. I've never done this before, and yeah, it is a learning process for me. I planted this over 3 weeks ago, and it took about 2 weeks to germinate, and this was the second batch that I was doing because the first one did not germinate. So I was just trying it out. I just put it in a pot thinking that it wasn't going to germinate, but it did. And I realized that I needed to transplant it to a seed tray so that at least I give it a chance of growing much better, and also making sure that each plant has enough food. The seedlings are very delicate. They are tiny, so that's why I'm being very gentle there. So I was transplanting them from the pot into the seed tray, where I will leave them maybe for about 4 weeks, and then from here I will then transplant them into the bed in the garden. And yeah, it will depend on how they are growing, but I'll try and make sure that I feed them, because I've read that celery is a heavy feeder. And this is my first time to actually start celery from seed. Previously I had bought the seedlings, and I just thought, instead of buying, why can't I just start it from seed and see how it goes? And yeah, this has been a learning process for me. But I'm glad I did it. Otherwise I wouldn't have known what I know now. And we like celery in our home. We use it for cooking, and we also use it for juicing. Though the juice is not that nice to drink, but it is actually good. It is good for the body. So that's why when we plant celery, we prefer to plant a lot, so that when we harvest, we have enough to cook with, and also enough to make juice with. And I was trying not to throw away those tiny seedlings, just putting them back in there, hoping that they will live, and then I will transplant them as they get bigger. Yeah, celery seeds are tiny. They are very tiny. I actually thought that they were not going to take long to germinate, seeing the size of that. Yeah, I was actually surprised that it actually takes about 4 weeks. It took me 4 weeks. It took this one 4 weeks to germinate. I'm not so sure whether it's a mistake I made or that's the normal timing. You can let me know in the comments if you've started celery from seed, if that's the case. Trying to be very gentle there, that I don't damage the roots. It's difficult dealing with tiny seedlings like that. Yeah, but I managed to get all of them into the seed tray. Yeah, and then this is after I'd finished transplanting, and then I watered them. I also tried to use I sprayed them instead of just watering like that, because I thought that maybe they will be overwhelmed by the water. This is much better. Yeah. And yeah, this is how I did it, and I think we shall see in how many weeks' time to see how it all went. And thank you for listening. And in the next video, I will be showing you how it's actually coming along, how it's growing. So I will also try and do a time-lapse video to show you how it is going. And thank you so much for watching and for listening. Bye.